Hi, Sam Thomas, Sound of Joy Music Services, and we're going to take you through a version of Have You Tried Jesus? He's All Right for organ. If you've been keeping up with the channel, we just did one for a viewer request for piano at B flat, but I said, gee, I can't leave the organ out because that's going to help lead into our church Sunday church organ chords. So B flat, look at our drawbar settings first. If we start quite fresh, let's bring up the two that bring us into the piano pitch tone, and let's add a little more harmonics to it, get a little bit more pop. Okay, so that let us do our scale. Now the scale for piano and the scale for the organ is the exact same notes. You just have the ability to do a little more with the organ because of the actual sustained tone. The notes are the same, so if you watch the piano video, we won't go over the actual melody because it's going to be in two parts. You're going to have the B flat or the one. As you can see, I can hold these chords. That's in the one. And now to the four without foot pedal. Very block chords, 2, 5, and a 7th, B flat 9. But that's really the 7th note. Then these are the jazz tones. We just changed some of these tones a little bit because I'm only have one manual to work with. So if you're going to be doing your left hand, that's where left hand is going to. This is going to be your passing tone to take you to the 4. That's the 4 to the 3, 2, 5, 1. Now, as you can see, I lock my hands in place. Let's put a little rhythm with that, just for the left hand. Little bass. That's what I wanted. Bass. Bounce. The Brooklyn sound. Gets you now what I called in the piano portion of this presets rhythms, where you know you're going to be in the 1, you know you're going to be in the 4. How do you want to get around to each of those? There's the walk up, which are like preacher chords. All your preacher chords are right here. Or organ sound, where they bounce off of the tritones. Let me see. D flat. So let's speed the tempo up, because this is, again, this is always want to be, you always want to be in a practice mode. So we've given you, like in the piano version of it, we gave you that bounce. You can use the same thing on the organ. Let's bring up our highs a little bit. You can use that same bounce. Get that bounce. Lord, my fingering. There it is. All the full block chords. And bounce. So all of these now, these are all techniques. These are patterns that you would practice, what I call presets. And I have my own preset patterns for this type of song. This is a slowed down tempo because you want to be able to decide which patterns you want to choose. You know you're going to be in the one. You're going to do this pattern, cut off our Leslie. You're going to do this one. You're going to do block chords, the preacher style chords. 2, 2, 5, 1. Are you going to do the one I gave? Now, of course, you've got foot pedal. If you have a bass player, he doesn't like it. But if you don't have a bass player, then you want to be able to have your foot and able to do the umpa. Always better with the rhythm. Or what I like to do is my own bounce. Now, as you can see, I am floating around the keys. These are weighted keys that I'm actually doing this video on, so it's not as comfortable as it would be for the organ, but you couldn't tell that because I practice scales the correct way, having my fingers do all the work. Yes, I do feel the stiffness, so sometimes I have to stop playing so that I don't fight back against the weighted keys in an organ mode. We're going to change up some of our drawbar settings, get a little more fatter sound. So see how you're going to really fill up up or fatten up the sound of these chords. So get our tempo going with the real fat chords. Have you tried Jesus? Have you tried Jesus? He's alright. Have you tried Jesus? He's alright. Turn. These are fat chords. But that bass put where now what am I doing when I do that? When I'm in the 4, down to the 2. Now that I know I'm going to be here, he's again, practicing your scales will help you develop your own fingering movements. Versus dun, 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 dun. That is good to start, but you always want to find another way to do that run. If I were doing that in rhythm, all right. Tones. You know you're gonna be in the 1. Then you're going to the 4, but how you gonna get there? To the 4. E flat. Now that's practice tempo. Church speed, especially when you got a drummer and a click track, you're gonna speed that up. Because people in the church want to hear, they want to get happy. So we're going to go to not 128, but 125. Just to speed it up a bit, because now that you've been practicing, you've got your tempo down. So I can hear that popping. Let's pull back some of our highs. You want to get your rhythm going. All in the minors. Walk it. Let Leslie. See the rest. Patterns. I lifted. Raise to the end. All right, now that's going to be all for this version of Have You Tried Jesus? He's All Right for our church organ chords. Take care. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, give us a thumbs up. And as always, leave a comment. See you on the next Sunday church chords. Take care.